drips like whispers, and the land hums with old secrets. There lived a woman named Julia Brown. Now, depending on who you ask, Julia was either a healer or a hex. She lived in the tiny settlement of Frenier in the early 1900s, a town surrounded by swamps, sawgrass, and silence. Julia was a root worker, a woman who understood herbs, poultices, prayers. She delivered babies, healed snake bites, made teas that cured coughs and teas that maybe kept your man faithful. But over time, the people of Frenier started treating her more like a tool than a neighbor. They came to her when they needed something, and then they turned their backs. So Julia, being Julia, started singing. Not church hymns, not lullabies. She'd sit on her porch rocking back and forth and sing things like, "One day, I'm gonna die and take the whole town with me." Creepy, right? But folks didn't listen. Or if they did, they laughed it off. Old woman talk. Swamp superstition. Until September 29th, 1915. The day Julia Brown died, a hurricane hit. And not just a storm, a monster. Winds over 100 miles per hour. Waves that swallowed the land. Whole towns, Frenier included, were wiped off the map. Almost every resident was killed. The cemetery was destroyed. Bodies were never recovered. And guess whose funeral they were preparing? When the storm hit, Julia Brown's. Rescue workers later said her coffin was found floating in the swamp, alone, upright, untouched. I mean, if that's not power, I don't know what is. To this day, the land where Frenier once stood is ghost town quiet. Locals say you can still hear humming in the trees, especially near the old cypress grove. Sometimes it's soft, sometimes it's right behind you. Paranormal teams have picked up whispers, EMF spikes, and sudden drops in temperature around the old train tracks near Lake Pontchartrain. Some say Julia's still there, watching, not mad, not vengeful, just reminding folks not to forget her. Julia warned them. And when she left, she made sure they remembered who had the real power. Next, we're heading to Mississippi, where a chained grave still tries to hold back a woman the whole town feared, even in death. Next stop on this hex little tour? Yazoo City, Mississippi. Now look, if a town chains down someone's grave, that's usually a clue that something went very, very wrong.